It's Neca's real talk from a real place. Neca, real talk from a real place. It's Neca's real talk from a real place. What's up, my good people? You know, I gotta put my own theme music in there. You know, I'm still trying to work on that as we speak. You know, I'm new to this YouTube thing with this podcast. But I'm gonna get y'all together eventually. I mean, just stick with me, okay? Just go with me. Tell your people about my people, and we can work together in harmony. It's so good to see you all. Woo, 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 woo. Smoochy, 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 smoochy Lulu, all that good stuff. So before I get my segment going today, okay, because we still in season 3, y'all. We almost done. We got like 5 more sessions, and then we're going to move on to 4, honey. Okay. So in the meantime, I like to shout out my people because I like to see black people doing their thing. I mean, even if you ain't black and I bought something from you, you know, I'm gonna shout you out because I'm just grateful like that. So when I blow up your way, y'all go with me. I mean, that's just it. That's all. So first, let's start off here, honey. If you see the Kiki Shepherd bracelets, honey, that is. Let me tell you exactly how to find her. Made with Love by Keisha. She's on Facebook. You can find her. You're going to see these beautiful jewels, honey. And you're going to say, this is her page. Y'all can request things from her. I mean, she's amazing. I've got several bracelets for birthdays. Happy Hanukkah. I'm just playing. But anyway, she made bracelets for all occasion. And I like to say, as her page says, handcrafted wrist jewels. Because they are, baby. They be, people be like, yes. I be like, Keisha did that. Made with love, okay? You got to have some love up in this. Like when you cooking, babe, you need to make that food with love because it ain't going to taste good. I'm just being real here, okay? And then I got to shout out my girl, Charisma. Oh, she gets me right. My daughter just actually did a youth expo, and baby, Charisma got us together. That's what I want to say here. Black girls are pretty sweet, sweet dream. This is the new book that my daughter and I have authored together, honey. We're authors together, okay? A family that authors together stays together. Oh, y'all didn't hear me. Y'all can send my love offering later. But black girls are pretty sweet, sweet dream. Charisma did it just like that, honey. Okay, just like that. Get at my girl, Priceless Printing, okay? Y'all see the shirt? Don't act like you don't see that shirt, cause we was looking good, okay, baby. We came on through that. Was like, okay, cause who did our shirt? Priceless Printing, okay? Don't you forget it. So you can find Charisma at Priceless Printing on FB, Metabook, all the good stuff, okay? And you can also find her on Instagram, on IG as well. Again, my girl, Charisma, Priceless Printing, always get me together for all the holidays, honey. Whatever I need, my girl got it, okay? She does shipping and handling as well, so she's amazing. I just want to let y'all know, okay? Shout my people out, because I got to look out for my people. Because Charisma and me, we here, baby. We too. So if you ever need a shirt for any occasion, she does everything custom. Amazing. She's amazing. I will not continue to order from her, even though she's many miles away from me, but I still continue to order from her because she's that amazing. Okay? I gotta shout my girl out. You know I love you, girl. I love you, girl. Okay, and then if y'all want to see why my lip gloss popping, oh look at that. Oh yes, got this at the Youth Expo, honey, with one of the vendors, honey. Y'all see that? Them lips is shining. My lip gloss bring all the boys to the yard. I mean, can't nobody come to my yard, but because you know I got a husband, so I mean he just ain't gonna be having nobody in our yard like that. But anyway, Carrie K Cosmetics, okay? She is awesome. My lips be popping because I can't. And first of all, these are vegan products, which why I'm really so because y'all know I can't put everything on my lips. I just can't do it. I cannot. So there she is, and I'll spell it out for you. And you can find her on IG. Follow her, do all that good stuff because she's an amazing young lady. She's out here being, making this gloss, honey, for those lips. So when your lips are dry, honey, this is like the water that doesn't run dry. Okay, come to the well. But anyway, I'll spell it for you. It's Kerry, another K, OSMETICS. All right, Carrie K Cosmetics, and that is her business page. You can follow her. You can order from her on there as well. So again, I had to shout my people out because it's the American thing to do. Okay. Sometimes I wish I was from Canada, but that's neither here nor there. I thank God for being a U.S. citizen. Okay, praise God. Today's topic, where we're going to talk about is very, very near and dear to my heart. I'm going to talk about my struggles with mental health. Okay, and as you all know, I am a therapist. I have a master's in counseling, and even with that, even with being a therapist has issues too, okay? Don't just think like we're the all in all be all. And I'm not shedding no light on this just to be like, put people in my business, because this is Neca's Real Talk. So I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Okay, but my struggles with mental illness has been a long path, and the people that really, really know me know, like, baby, that song you say, it ain't nothing to cut that. Oh, like that's me. So my struggle, I have been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So again, with that, it's a lot that comes with that. Emotional irregularities. Okay. Sometimes I'm not always in there. I don't see how everybody else see things, and a lot of times, if you don't agree with me, I'll be like, "So you against me?" It has been a struggle. I mean, I can laugh about it now because, baby, I this struggle has been going on for quite some time. And as you know, sometimes things are genetic. Some things are come due to your environmental factors. So I want to say they were probably neck and neck. Some things that I struggle with. It has been a long road, and people let you know, if you know me on a personal level, you know I cuss up real quick. Okay, so this is my struggle, but in a way to deal with mental illness, I mean, just because you work in the field don't mean that you're not gonna have those struggles. I want people to know that, like. And I'm not really like trying to put everybody in my business, because it's nobody's business but mine's, right? But at the same token, I want to be real with y'all. I want to let y'all know that people struggle with mental illnesses. No matter who you are, what your stature is in life, you still have struggles, okay? And at least I'm willing to admit mine, because for a long time I've always known that something was going on with me. But again, I was not ready to really deal with it, because it's a long story. But borderline personality, you can get so many different arrays of things, different symptoms that people struggle with having a personality disorder. With personality disorder, they have three clusters. They have cluster A, cluster B, and cluster C. And so with those, borderline personality, so I'll say BPD, is basically in cluster B, which you have a lot of the moods, things that go on. Sometimes I'm not able to regulate my mood. So I have to really know the Lord, honey. Let me tell you, I need Jesus on the regular. Because sister girl, home girl, my mindset, the way things go up there sometimes, like they say, one bird flew over the cuckoo nest. That was me. I mean, I laugh about it now, but it's definitely been a struggle. I've even had problems to the point that, I tried to have a therapist before. Actually, I did. I was successful with one therapist a long time ago. He was not the one that diagnosed me, but he was a Christian therapist, really amazing man. Helped me through so many different things that I was going through at that time. And I'm grateful for him. But when I did try therapy again, it didn't work out for me. I actually got kicked out of the therapist's office. she told me I couldn't come back. Yeah, she said you can't come back. And again, I'm a therapist, so I know when you have these different clients that you are dealing with, everybody not gonna be on the same wave you are. And I think the more so important factor here is that when you know that you're having this struggle, you need to find a therapist that matches you. Okay, so I'll say match your swag, so to speak, because a lot of times you just thinking like, oh, this person is licensed. You know, hey, this is it. I know they're it. That's not it all the time. You know, you have to find somebody that really does. You know, give you that balance, that Libra balance, so to speak. Because a lot of times, like I said, everybody's not gonna match your fly. Every therapist is not gonna match your fly, and me and this lady, we basically was like neck and neck, like, and she was just like, I just think it's best that you won't come back to any more sessions. And like I said, it is what it is. I don't even remember the lady name, but again, she did diagnose me with BPD. And again, everybody don't. I mean, I don't know if she was like, if she got BPD, I don't want to deal with this client. I don't know what it was. I don't know, but it just, me and her didn't really like, get there. But it causes, with having BPD, it does cause issues within your family dynamics. It causes issues within your relationships. And now I'm not going to sit here and say everything that broke out between me and this person just because I have this issue that, oh, yeah, it was her fault. No, it's not all the time. And sometimes I do try to now, as I'm getting older, I do try to see like the rational part of it. Like, okay, what part did I play in this? How did I do this? And it has caused me problems several places, jobs, churches, you name it. Like, I've had a lot of different issues with people because of my emotional unstableness, okay? That's what they used to say back in the day. She emotionally unstable. Yeah. But that's what I have. And like I said, I can embrace it now because I know that through this storm, through this trial, I know that only God has made it. And again, I know, like, I've seen a lot of this, like even going through school for therapy. I would often look at my DSM-5 and be like, whoa, this is pretty tight, And my professor, she'd be like, no, you shouldn't diagnose yourself. And I just kept looking like, she say this, but I'm telling you, like, it's just not adding up. It's adding up for me because I know. But again, you shouldn't really self-diagnose, because it's not really good. Because a lot of times you'll be like, I got this and I got this and I got this and I got that, and that's not good. Because then you go to the doctor and you telling people what you got, and they're looking at you. Okay, here we go. Cuckoo. So, like I said, I got diagnosed, but again, it was a therapist that wasn't, there. We wasn't on the same level, and she wasn't actually able to. And I love everybody, but I preferably now, if I'm to go to a therapist, I want to go to a therapist that's black, a black female, preferably, that kind of can connect with me because that's just me. Everybody that's not, it doesn't have to be a culture thing or anything like that. It's just I want to connect with someone who connects with me, so to speak. But I I'm an open book. I'm an open book, and I like to let people know what's going on because a lot of times, like I said, get the help. If you need the help, get the help. For me, like I said, God has been one of my factors that keeps me balanced. If it wasn't for God, I'd totally be like jacked up, like for real. Like I'd be out here probably on American Most Wanted or something. I don't know because again, it's something that's out of your control because you have to think about the brain. How does the brain function when you have a mental illness, and how you're not able to a lot of times connect to the things that's going on in your surroundings because of your mental illness. So it's like a cloud, sometimes. So I was able to get through it growing up, but I always knew something was just not right. Like, the anger issues, the I got a mouthpiece. Let's just say that. But God's still working with me. He's still working with me. But I am a very loving person. I'm very giving. I'm very loyal to whoever is in my circle. But the moment you say or do something that rubs me the wrong way, it's over for you. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's totally over for you. Like, there is no coming back, and that could possibly have a lot to do with being a tourist as well. But I want to say mostly it's because of borderline personality disorder. Um, that's how it goes. It's be like I had one friend. Um, I had a friend for a very long time, very very long time. She literally did something. We had never had an argument, never like got into those domains. Like, we always see each other, smile is all love. We've known each other since high school, and boom, she did something. Well, it's nigga real talk, so I'll be honest. I'm not gonna say any names, but I'll give you the story. So, basically, she had to. At the time, I needed a babysitter for my daughter. And so I'm like, okay, I need a babysitter, so I'll go ahead and, go with her. But I asked her, I said, do you think this is going to mess up our relationship? Because she knows how I am. Very, my friends like to say I'm very bougie. Very bougie, okay? I'm the bougie hood girl, okay? So to speak. But I just like things a certain way. If they're not the way that I want them, I don't want it. So I asked her, I was like, do you think this is okay? And I'm like, so I know you have to pick up other kids. I'm like, so how will we go about doing this? Because this is a home daycare. I don't want you traveling with my daughter. Like, this is just not going to be something acceptable. Um, so she continues. She's like, I'm gonna get a van. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get the van. I got you. Whatever the case may be. I'm like, okay. Again, this has been my homegirl for a very long time. Like, we was here. We was here. Okay. And so I just noticed the pattern. Like, she kept doing this, and also with my daughter. Like, I want to say when she turned 5 months old, I was like, you know what? We're gonna stop giving her the milk, and cereal in a bottle. We're gonna start feeding it to her in the bowl. And I kept noticing that bottles had holes drilled in them. Okay, I only sent two. If I sent two to you, why does my daughter have 5 bottles with holes in them? I feel some type of way about that. Okay, so it's starting to fester. It's starting to fester. It built up and it built up, and it built up to the point that I totally just shut down on her. I was done because I was about to let her have it, okay? Because I'm like, no, we not doing this. Like, what are you doing? And I keep talking to you and confronting you about the situation. Like, okay, now I'm going there. Because when I've known people for a long time, I try to give them grace. I do, but I can be a ticking time bomb. Like, seriously, like, I have a, you can say I'm like the WWE no holds bar. Like, when it's time to go, I go. Like, but I'll give you grace. If I've known you for quite some time, I will give you grace because this is me trying to work on myself, right? This is me trying to better myself. Even with this mental illness, it's like, I'm not going to let this stop me. I'm trying to work on myself. But a lot of times, people don't understand. Like, when they see me happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, they think like that's the avenue to like play with me. Like, don't play with me. Like, for real. Like, on some real stuff. I have issues that I deal with, and I try to keep a normal, so to speak, surface. But again, I'm dealing with a mental illness, so I'm trying to navigate my way through it. So it was consistent. So I just kind of blew up, and I was done, and I shut down on her. I didn't talk to her. When I see her, it was like these cold, like don't talk to me. You say something to me, Cletus, I'm gonna come across the table. It was like that. It was a whole vibe like that. And she even reached out to my husband and she was like, "Oh my goodness, I've never seen her like this." Because deep down within, I have issues. And I'm okay to identify with my issues. It doesn't mean that it's okay to have issues with people, because I do try my best. I try my hardest not to get into those collide moments where I'm colliding with people. Um, I'll try to tiptoe around some things, but sometimes I just can't withhold, because then it for me, dealing with a mental illness, it's like if I'm holding things in, it's no good for me. Like, so this tongue is lethal and I need Jesus like on a regular. I tell people, I need Jesus every day, all day, because I know me. I know me. I know how I function. I know how I get down. Okay, I can get real grimy. I can get real hood, but you can get the classy side of me. You can get the classy. Hello, I'm prestigious. Well, you can get thug life. Y'all know the rules. Stay true. So, with all that being said, get some water. Um, it it kind of just went into like a whirlwind where I was done and I cut her off. And if God tells me to like try to go make amends with somebody, I probably would. I try to not do that because for me, dealing with BPD, I always kind of think like somebody's out to get me. Like I don't trust people. I don't really trust people, and a lot of that comes from traumatic events that took place in my life that really kind of led into that, where this anxiety, like I can't trust you, like I don't know you like that. um I let you in and you hurt me, so to speak. And it's a lot of times I won't go back to people because I'm thinking like I don't want to make amends, because what if they try to come and like treat me a certain type of way, or they don't respect who I am again. Like I don't like re-offering myself to people. If I cut the ties, I just want to like kind of cut the ties and be done. Unless there's like something very serious involved. Again, this is a friend that she was my friend for a very long time. I want to say like 14, maybe 16 years, and and I'm done with her. I'm done with her because I've talked to her. I told her the stipulations of what I wanted. She didn't offer that up. She didn't care. I felt like she didn't respect me enough, and I clearly cut it off. Now my mother, she's petty.com. She's like, "Oh, what's her number? Cause I want to call her and talk to her." Then I'll start looking at her sideways, like, why? Because I this is just something that I've always dealt with for a long time, and like I said, I'm working on me. All I can do is work on me. I can't tell nobody else all the time like what's gonna always work for them, but I know what in my mental health status what I have to do for me, because I have other people. I work in the mental health field, so I have to go and help other people. So that's why my mental has to be at peace, and I have to be clear about things, because I want to be at peace with myself before I'm at peace with anything else. I got to make sure I take care of me before I can. So, a lot of different things that I do to try to help my mood, so to speak, because I don't take any like drugs, but it's recommended if you do have BPD that you either do therapy, psychotherapy, you can do talk therapy, you can do transference therapy, cognitive behavior therapy. Those are some different therapy methods that will probably work for a person that has BPD. Um, Also, they recommend medication sometimes like mood stabilizers. I'm not on any of that. I do things holistically. So right now that's my approach and how I'm trying to deal with things. I actually take some drops called Dr. Box, which regulates different moods. It works with you. It keeps your mind like they have different holistic drops that you can actually take. whatever you're dealing with. They are amazing. They're amazing. Those drops are amazing. Dr. Bach, when you made those drops, God put it on your heart for me. Because I'm telling you, like, it really definitely, like, works with my moods. A lot of times, like I said, I just try to stay afloat, okay? Stay afloat, because at the end of the day, I know what works for me. And that's what's been working for me. Meditation, different things like that. Prayer. Those are different things that work for me, because again, I need God. I definitely need God, and God has been like the really reliable source for me, because if it wasn't for him, I don't know where my mind. I would probably be like in a mental institution, like for life, because I did have like anger issues, like major, and they still rooted in me. Don't get it twisted. I mean, they still there. I do try to work on me, but a lot of times I feel like people don't allow you to really, like, because they don't know, like, the storms you really face, the things that you're really going through. So if you struggle with mental illness, try to find help. Try to get you some type of help. Find out what works for you, because I don't want you to walk around thinking like it's okay to just have a mental illness and not deal with it, not address it. You may get kicked out of offices, therapist offices, like me, and I'm a therapist. But it is what it is, right? So I don't let that stop me. I don't let that, like, break me down to the point that it's like, okay, this is it. No, there are other options for you. So if you have a mental health issue, go and seek help. Find help as soon as possible. But just be who you are, and continue to try to work and try to evolve, because at the end of the day, it sucks to struggle with a mental illness and knowing, and you work in the field. Like, it really sucks. Like, it's like you try to put on this cape and you try to be strong for everybody else, but then you got this struggle that you got to deal with. So at the end of the day, get your help. Get your help. All right? So that's why I do life coaching. That's why I do what I do, because I want to help other people that have struggles like I've had, went through different things that I went through, because at the end of the day, I know there is light at the end of the tunnel, okay? I've seen it happen. I've been to that light, and I've been back down that tunnel, but I went back to that light again, because I got to get my light again, all right? So I love you all. If you know someone that's struggling with mental illness, get help, especially if it's an issue where they struggle with suicidal ideation. It's important that they get connected to somebody, because we want no life left behind. No life left behind. I have to say it again. I'm starting to get tongue tied like it's a twister. But no life left behind. That's my whole motto for life. Like, no life left behind, because somebody needs you. Somebody needs you to push them. Somebody needs you to know that, hey, I made it through. I got you. And that's how I live my life. I live my life as a vessel to God. Lord, who can I help? Oh, Lord, I don't think I want to help. I'm just playing. I have struggles with God sometimes. I be like, I don't want to do that. I don't feel like it. And he be like, daughter, this is God. Do it. Be obedient. Okay? God has to say that to me, because you struggle. When you struggle, you struggle. It don't matter who it's with, but I love the Lord, and I want to do everything he called me to do, because I love him so much. But that's just my personal stuff. It is what it is, and this is Neca Real Talk, baby. So you got it in the raw, and always try to help somebody evolve. It don't matter who it is. Try again. And the Bible says, if it be peaceable, live peaceably with all. Wait a minute. If it be possible, live peaceably with all men. All right, I have to slow it down, because again, I'm rambling. Together. All right. That was a blooper moment, but I'm going to keep it moving, right? It never happened. Oh, where blooper? Oh, okay. As always, I love you all. You all keep being amazing. Keep shining, letting your light shine. Be amazing on purpose. Love, peace, and just let your soul go.